everyone, welcome back to Fast Stock Market News, where I give you all the news as fast as I can. So today was a very volatile day in the market. Overall, the market, all things considered, didn't finish as bad as I thought it would have. If you guys don't know, the biggest driver today was the CPI report, and I'll get to that in a second. Let's just see how the indexes did. The S&P 500 finishing negative 0.45% in the red. The Dow finishing negative 0.67% in the red, the Nasdaq finishing negative 0.15% in the red, and the Russell 2000 finishing negative 0.12% in the red. So if you guys don't know what was driving the markets today, it was the thing that everyone was talking about, every finance YouTuber. It was the inflation once again coming in red hot and reaching over a highest rates in 41 years. And no, guys, that is not the 2019 GameStop chart. That's actually the inflation. It hasn't been this high in over 41 years, and this is causing the markets to basically trade lower for the day. They actually went up higher, but then they kind of sold off toward the end. And this is actually another miss by economists who predicted an 8.8 year-over-year inflation. So they missed that one, along with the prediction of a 1.1% month-over-month inflation rate, and it was actually at 1.3. So that was another miss by economists. By my count, I think they've missed the last 6 months of the CPI report. So it's interesting that they still have a job. But anyway, so as we could see, if you remember last month, the Fed basically had the biggest rate hike of 75 basis points, the biggest hike since 1994. And now with the latest CPI report, people are like jumping out of buildings and just yelling for the Fed to raise 100 basis points. And over the course of the day, actually, the percentage of the Fed funds futures has gone up significantly. At the start of the day, it was about a 33% chance that the Fed would raise 100 basis points in July. But over the course of the day, it's gone up to about 67% in the next Fed meeting, that he will raise, that Jerome Powell will raise 100 basis points. So that's kind of being priced in at this point in the stock market. So much so that after this CPI report came out, the Bank of Canada actually made a huge splash because they were the first to do the 100-point basis hike. And this also happened shortly after the CPI report came out. That was something that was breaking on CNBC. But you know what, guys? As much as everyone wants to panic and fear, I'm not with him very often, I'm actually on the camp of Jim Cramer. He had a lot of interesting things to say today, and I think you guys should have a look, just if you like him or you don't like him, just so you can see what he has to say. Have a look.
Looking at this number, Fed, I was just looking at a tweet by Brian Chung. Fed funds futures now flashing a 30% chance of a 100 bips move in the FOMC meeting at the end of the month. What do you think?
No. When I look at the numbers, and I think about what's going to happen in July from the PPI that we're going to get, I like everything. I mean, food's down pretty. We know that all the commodities in the foodstuff segment are down. We know that energy's come down. We know that used cars have come down. We know that new vehicles are actually not going up, which is surprising. Shelter's still bad. We've got rentals that are still up big, but I think that you'll find from the applications numbers that housing's going to come down. There isn't anything in these numbers that doesn't indicate peak. And I'm listening to the people who were on before, and I think that they are dreaming. I mean, do they not look at the actual commodities? Are they just looking at some stupid thing that came out of the Labor Department? I mean, go look at the actual markets. Everything's come down. Used cars have come down. I mean, you can't look at these numbers in a vacuum. I mean, there's been a tremendous decline since the Fed started tightening. So if you want to go Volcker, I mean, I lived through the Paul Volcker era. This is nothing like that. I mean, we're not going to have that bad wage inflation.
You really don't think the Fed's going to?
Look, I want the Fed to do 100. I've been saying that.
Right.
I've been saying that endlessly. But I do think that when we actually look at the input commodities, this report was taken at the absolute height. And I think that we have to think about what's happened since then. But I'm in the actual markets, and all the companies that I'm dealing with are saying that they're getting real relief. And it doesn't matter whether it's plastics, whether it be a liner board. I mean, everything's coming down. So we can look at these numbers in a vacuum, and we can make a lot of mistakes. So I just, as much as I like to see
sounds like
guests,
you smell opportunity then in today's market with red on the screen this way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm personally more on the camp of believing what Jim Cramer says. If you guys have been checking anything, the commodity section, a lot of the things in the market have gone down significantly, especially energy, and it's only a matter of time before that trickles down to the economy and in real life. So I think that personally, I bought a little bit of stocks today, but I don't know. What are you guys doing? Do you guys think this was the peak of inflation, or you think we're actually still in for more inflation in the near future? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thanks again, everyone, for watching Fast Stock Market News. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, commenting, or liking the video. I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Gio, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care.